everyone, it's Lovely here with another video. Today I have a box to open. Inside is a body for my Grail doll, my Jury 05 Heather, who's sitting right over there. She has a wig, she technically has a body, but it's not quite right, no. See, in here is a Feeple60 body, if I'm remembering correctly. I was a bit of a ninny and I didn't screenshot the original sales post and it's since been taken down. I bought it from Cherry Dolls Boutique, so I've messaged them. I'm just impatient. I'm opening this late, as is to be expected from me at this point. It's been sitting over on my desk for a while, but hey, we're getting there. Nikki wasn't the first owner. They actually brought it from Tales from the Shrike, which is someone you might know from Instagram. They can confirm the legitimacy via that. It doesn't have the box or the COA, but trust me, it is legit. Let's just get to opening it. I'm very excited. I'm hoping the color match will be a good one. And it actually has the proper neck connector so that I don't have to do the weird connectory thing that I'm doing with that body, which is causing the eyes to just go all over the place. You'll see soon. Anyway, let's open it up. I feel very fortunate to be able to have bought this from Nikki. They let me do a layaway, which is just so kind, very appreciative, and just beyond excited to finally have a proper body that matches that head, hopefully. Anywho, in here we have a little note. It says, "Thank you for the trade. I hope you like the doll body for your floating head." Yes, I mean, technically she's not floating, but I mean, in my mind she is, okay? And I mean, I've got another Jury that could have that body, so yes, it works out. I'll no longer have floating heads after this. How long ago was it that I had it as my goal to get bodies for my floating heads? I think that was like 2 or 3, no, 2 end of the year BJD tags a while ago. I'll have to find out, but anyway, we did it. I've separated the hands and feet in a bag so they wouldn't get damaged. I have secured her as much as I can. Thank you so much, Nikki, I appreciate it. And oh my gosh, you've even sent treats. There's a headband in here which looks adorable. Hang on, let me take it out so I can give you all a proper look. And there's actually more note on the other side too. It says, "Hoping she will arrive to you safely. Thank you again, Nikki." Thank you, Nikki. You're too sweet. Look at this headband. Isn't it adorable? It's pink and green and it has like sprinkly bits on the top, sprinkly glittery bits, which is very, very cute. There's also these 3 little bracelets that look like they're made of clay. Very, very cool. Definitely have jelly written all over them. And then there are these 2 hair bows, which are very cute. This one reminds me of a galaxy, even though it's just polka dots. I guess it's because it's on the navy blue. It's very cute. Love it. Once again, Jelly is probably going to nab them, or Ava. I feel like Ava should probably always have a bow in her hair, if I'm being honest. I don't know if you can see it too well, but here's the body all kind of neatly wrapped in here. I'm gonna put them down to try and get them out though, because I want to make sure I don't accidentally drop those hands that are wrapped separately. I really had no reason to be worried because here are the hands and feet, I think the note said. They were very easy to spot and they're wrapped separately very extensively, so yeah, super, super safe. Look at that, they're even in a separate bag labeled and everything. Gosh, Nikki's organized. And here we have the body. I've wanted to have one of these bodies since before I actually started in this hobby. The Feeple60 bodies are just gorgeous and I've always admired them from afar. They have them hands. One of the main reasons for it is because they have the magnets for the hands. I've never had a doll that has magnet hands, and I guess magnet feet too. That's going to be so handy. Hopefully they don't fall off and they're reasonably secure. I'm looking at the colour of her too, and it's looking perfect. And by perfect, I mean it's mellowed in the best way, the same way that head is. I mean, they're not next to each other, but I'm hopeful. It looks like it should. It looks exactly like that head does. And I mean, we'll put it on it soon. We will find out for sure. I know you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm just taking all of this bubble wrap off. Nikki really went above and beyond to make sure that they were secure, especially since they didn't have their proper box. Here they are. I tried not to look too closely until everything was off so I could properly do like my first reaction review with you all. What can I say? I can already tell that they move and pose really well. The joints have a lot more, like, I want to say intricacy than other, like, BJDs. What are these dolls called again? One of those things I'm meaning is this here. I've never had a doll with this before. I don't know how it's meant to work. I imagine it provides more posability. It kind of seems to move independent of the leg. We've got some weird stuff going on here. I honestly think I just need to play around with it. It sits on the top of the hip ball joint, but like I'm not familiar with its like function, if that makes sense. I really like the way the bust is sculpted. Something about it just seems slightly more natural, even though they're still very much full on. I don't know, just the way that they sit seems to abide slightly more to gravity than some other doll busts that I have seen. As far as I'm aware, I am this doll's third owner, so as far as like the tightness of the stringing, I'm not judging it too harshly, but like it seems pretty good. We've got decent mobility going on. The shoulder joint is really tidy. There's no gapping going on. It can move all over the place and just seems to do so happily, which is awesome. The elbow is double jointed and it's just so smooth. Like really, really smooth. The second click needs to kind of be worked a bit more to move. I'm imagining it's similar to other dolls I have where you kind of have to pull it and then move it. Yeah, really hard to show on camera unfortunately, but she can indeed bend her elbow that far, and if she had a hand I'm sure she'd be touching her face right now. If she had a face! I'm just so excited about these magnets too. I'll have to let you know how well they stay on. I do know that, you know, it's a double-edged sword I guess as far as the magnet hands go. Yes, you can easily remove them to dress the doll, but then there's a possibility that they'll fall off, so give and take I guess. She doesn't have an extra joint here, which is a good thing. I don't particularly like it. I've spoken about it before, but like that waist joint, why? What purpose does it serve? I don't know. Her back is sculpted really nicely as well. Does look like she's got some ever so slight discoloration on her shoulder blades, but like I'm not worried. I got this doll knowing that it would not be perfect. I do wonder if I can move her chest. Oh yeah, she can. I don't, weird. That felt like it clicked in somewhere. Yeah, there's, so it doesn't sound very great I guess, but she can move her bust forward or back. It's slight, but it works, and there's no gapping at either side. If I pull further, you can see the little Fairyland, or maybe you can, I can see it. There's text there that says Fairyland, so that's cool. I've already spoken a bit about the hips. I don't feel like I can comment on them because I don't really understand it, but like as far as mobility goes, her legs are down and they're nice. When you put her leg up, that part that kind of was covering it disappears, which is interesting. When you put her leg to the side, not that you'd probably ever do this, but you can see a gap in that covering part. I don't know. If anyone knows the reasoning for it or what purpose it serves, please let me know. I'm going to assume it's so that there's not as much of a gap here for the elastic channel, but you can still see it, so I don't know. As for her knees, they are double jointed too. That was really smooth. That's, oh, that's really, really smooth. Did you see that? Look at how that has, okay, that has to be the most smooth, easy moving knee of a BJD I have ever witnessed. Usually to get that second click you have to like pull, well, for the April Story dolls anyway, you've got to like pull the leg down and then like bend it. But this is just effortless, excuse me. I'm kind of speechless. These knees are just next level, excuse me. I know it sounds weird, but my favorite part of this doll might be its knees. I forgot to mention too, there's a swivel joint here at the hip, so I guess you can like turn her toes out or turn them in if you wanted to. Have I had a doll with that either? Maybe that's also a first. I'm beginning to just forget all of the features of my dolls. I'm a terrible collector, it's fine. Before I put the feet on, I just want you to have a little look at what we're dealing with here. They are labeled left and right. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's just there, very obvious. And you can see the ankle ball joint is just kind of vibing, just hanging out. The magnets in the bottom seem significant. Hopefully they'll hold really well. And then, yeah, hand is the same kind of situation. Got the magnet there, and then the wrist joint is there. Inside the feet you can see there's a little notch so that things aren't gonna twist around, and of course the magnet. Those toes are very cute. It looks like the nails are kind of long too. Interesting. Maybe I have to give them a pedicure. Let's see how well they go on. That seemed pretty well to me. I don't know about you. Hey, cool. Now, can I move the feet around without the feet popping off? I would say so. She can't hold her toes up. This is kind of normal. Elastic usually means that this doesn't quite work out. Same for pointing the toe down. But like on the other side of that, it also means that this is going to be quite a secure joint, which is what you want it to be so the doll can, you know, stand. Now, Nikki did tell me that the previous owner painted the doll's nails and they are gorgeous. They're blushed as well. Apparently there's a little bit of chipping on a couple of them, but nothing too bad. Oh, I just opened them. Okay. I don't know why I'm showing you like this. It'll probably be easier once I put it onto the doll, but I just wanted to kind of try and show you now what they are like. They are so little. Oh my gosh, I'm scared I'm gonna drop it. Look at how pretty they are though. I love the black. This magnet situation is kind of everything. I love it. The hands seem like they're easy to pull off, but like at the same time, you can very much still maneuver these without fear of them just popping off. So, you know, it takes a bit to remove them. So that's good. I'm appeased. I was worried that we might lose some hands, but fear not. I think we're safe. I'm gonna try and show you these hands again just because they're gorgeous. They're very cute, slightly blushed, black nail polish, just really pretty. I'm sure you've noticed it by now too, but this is the lock key mechanism I was talking about. And speaking of that, let's go get my Jury 05 and see if it fits. It should. If it doesn't, I'm going to be very confused and honestly just disappointed, but it should. They're literally designed to go with each other, so let's get her. So here she is on the current body. It's an April Story girl body, I want to say. I opened it here on the channel. I'll link it below so you can see it. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but the color match isn't great, but also I had to do a bit of MacGyvering to get the head to connect because yeah, it requires a lock key mechanism. She's got a big hole in her neck, and yeah, I'll just show you as opposed to trying to explain. What I ended up doing was cutting this like ring of foam and putting it underneath the hook so it holds there. It's not great, and as you can see, it's pushing on her eyes, so they don't stay straight for long. She kind of ends up looking in multiple directions, which is frustrating when you spend a while getting the eyes straight, let's just put it that way. This is what the foam thing looks like. It's kind of misshapen from withholding the force of the hook for as long as it has, but hey, it served its purpose. And yeah, inside her head, this is the hole I was talking about. Way too big to hold a hook on its own. The hook just falls through, and no posability, as you can imagine. So I'm very looking forward to having it on a body that is designed for it.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I'm confused. I don't think I'm sad yet though. I don't know. Okay, I clearly did not understand how this worked. So I did a bit of Googling. Turns out this jewelry has a type 1 head. Whatever. There's a space at the top of her head cap for a hook to go. That's how it attaches. I knew this, and yet for some reason I thought that this neck connector was what we needed. It's fine, I can still get her on this body, it's just not going to be via this neck connector. I feel so silly, but it's fine. My other jewelry head, this one, which is my jewelry 06, does in fact have the lock key neck situation. And this one, I would argue, is possibly a better color match, or it's very similar. So, I mean, I'm still gonna be down a floating head, but just not quite the way I thought. So yeah, when I put that on there, it fits, and then I can turn the key, or the lock, or whatever you want to call it, and she fits. So I was hoping this would be my jewelry 05's body. It's okay. It suits this girl too. I have considered selling this one, but I keep on, you know, changing my mind. Also, I haven't had anyone interested, but like, maybe this is a sign that this is her now. What does it mean for my Grail? I really wanted this for her. Maybe I find a way to like swap the neck connectors somehow. So like put this one on the other body, because like I really want her to be fully realized, like she's my Grail, and I had her sitting by me for a while recently, and I really want her to be fully realized. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to play around a bit, figure out what is going to work best, but hey, I've got the same amount of doll bodies as I have doll heads now, so that counts for something. Now that we've got a head on here though, we can check out the neck mobility. It seems kind of standardish. We can go to the side, we can go to the other side. She can look down quite far. Oh my gosh, that's far. And she can't look up very far at all, but that's okay. I've not put her head cap on because it's not the most secure without a wig on there, so just don't mind that. But yeah, okay. I have some sorting to do, I guess. One thing I will say is that she feels very sturdy to hold, and as far as standing goes, it didn't take much when I plonked her on my table to kind of get her to stay. She just is really well constructed and designed and put together. What can I say? Not the outcome I had thought I would have, let's just put it that way, but I'm still more than happy to have this body. It is gorgeous. These knees are just incredible. I don't know quite how they work, but I'm happy about it. And of course the magnetic hands is a treat too. And as well as the feet, I guess. It's going to make dressing them a lot easier. I've been spoilt by my smart dolls being able to pull off their arms and hands and such, It makes the resin dolls a bit more of a mission to dress by comparison, but not this one. This one's gonna be making my job easier, which is cool. So yeah, without further ado, I think I'll leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. It's been lovely, and I'll catch you again sometime soon.